Hey there, it's Vicky Marie, and today I'm bringing you some, hopefully, motivation. If you are under the weather like me, I've been sick, so I've really got to get back on my feet and start cooking and cleaning again. So I am starting in my kitchen today, and I am cooking dinner. I thought I would get some chicken going in the Instant Pot. John just walked in the door from work, and he's been sick too, so he went back to work today. He was off a day. He had to take a day off last week for being sick, but he's back at work today. Not 100%, but I think we're both just kind of doing what we can do. And he is so good about pitching in, and he took good care of me all weekend and did most of the cooking. But I decided to try to do some chicken in the Instant Pot today, and my kitchen's just a bit messy. I wanted to tidy it up, and I've got, cold medicine and just all kinds of stuff sitting around. I'm going to start with my dishwasher, and I actually I have a lot of dishes in here. Like I said, John's been doing a lot of cooking, and when he cooks, he does such a good job, and then he'll load the dishwasher, and he and I don't do things exactly the same. Do you ever have that happen in your home where you have people that they volunteer to do stuff, but they don't do it just like you. And on one hand, you're tempted to go, no, that's okay. But you know what? We have to accept the help, and he sometimes does a better job than I do at things. I have to remember that. So we did take a little break because when he walks in the door, we have our cup of coffee. I have decaf coffee, and he'll sometimes have a glass of wine or something to drink. So we came outside, and look at this. I mean, this is what we've got facing us. I'm like it happened overnight. My tree in the back just decided it was time to fall. So fall is definitely here, and this is just John. This tree was planted in my yard when it was a baby. So I've been it grew up with my kids. The kids flew the nest, but the tree can't. So that's kind of nice for me. I get to sit here and enjoy it. But yeah, I'm going to have to get all of these raked up. John and I will probably tackle it together. So stay tuned for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Look at this. I mean, it's just like it snowed leaves. So we're just sitting out here enjoying the quiet. And this is Sammy 2.0. And Sammy is, it's a female, I'm pretty sure. John thinks it's a female. And I put food in the little tub for her, and there's several more that come along. But I put special little peanuts out for her, and she's almost to the point where she'll come and eat out of my hand. Not yet, though. So then I got back in. While my chicken's cooking, I decided to go ahead because usually I would have my dishwasher unloaded earlier during the day, but I'm just behind, and that's how it is. When you're not feeling good, you just have to let things go. And that's really hard for me to let things go. It's hard for me to relax when I have things hanging over my head, especially a dishwasher this full. This is probably a few days of dishes, for us. But it's okay. I think you just start where you're at. So if you're feeling behind, and you've been sick like I have, or for any reason, you've just been busy when I remember the days when the kids were home and we would just run 100 miles an hour. Of course, it was kind of nice because I could delegate, could you do this and you do that, and we would tackle it as a team. And we always worked really well as a team and got things done very quickly. And dinner was, I think, more fun when you're working as a team, and, the kids are pitching in and everybody kind of works together to get it all done. It's just more fun. But, now it's pretty much just me. So, yeah, I am taking a minute to just refill my butter dish too. So I like to keep this butter dish with some soft butter. And then this is where I, keep my bread and stuff. And I'd bought some cookies and bread at Sam's Club, and that's what you just saw there. And I made some muffins. It was out of a muffin mix, and it turned out really, really pretty good. So I was really hungry for muffins, though. So I'm trying to get things just wiped down in my kitchen just a bit, and especially when you've been sick. I'll probably come back around and use some really hardcore disinfectant and just wipe everything down when I'm feeling better. But right now I'm just using my my normal warm water in the sink, and then I just put some Dawn dish soap in there and some vinegar, and that's what my sort of go-to for everything. And it just does such a nice job, but I'm sure I'll come back around and disinfect everything. So my chicken's been cooking. It's pretty much done, and I let it decompress. And I'm trying to use up some of the frozen vegetables in my freezer. That's one of my strategies for saving money, is just not wasting any, and these have been in there for a while, so I've got to cook them. So I just added those to my Instapot, and it you can see it just pressurizes again right away, and I'm going to cook that for an additional 5 minutes. So now it's done. The vegetables are perfect, and I'm going to go ahead and plate this for John. So the chicken's really tender, and yeah, and the vegetables are, for just a few minutes like that in the Instant Pot, they really do hold their their own. They don't turn out too soggy, but you really don't want to keep them in there too long. That's the secret. So, and they were frozen, so yeah, they turn out really good. And so I just had chicken and vegetables, but for John, I did add some mashed potatoes and a little bit of gravy to his plate, because he likes that. So, but for me, the chicken and the vegetables were just perfect. So that was dinner tonight. Very simple, but very good. So then, of course, I had to get all of that cleaned up. So now I do want to say that this little tiny tidy, and that's what this is. It's just a tiny tidy. I mean, we pretty much do these every day, and you have to just be consistent with the tidying up. Picking up after yourself. That's what the Fly Lady says. It's just all about picking up after yourself. And, when you're sick, you don't get to, you kind of get behind on that, on the daily things. But I wanted to just, kind of catch up a bit in the kitchen. So this simple little tidy up video today is part of an open collaboration that I participate in every Tuesday. I try to do it every Tuesday, and it is the Tiny Tidy Tuesday open collab sponsored by Sunday Dawn over at the Helpful Home. So do go over and check out her channel and check out the other participants. Everyone does a little bit of a tiny tidy, and we just keep each other kind of inspired and motivated to stay on track. But just remember, we're not always on track, are we? Things happen. They just happen. I had no idea. This last thing just sort of hit me out of nowhere. I was feeling really good. I was back in the gym. I was just talking to you about a supplement that I'd been taking, and I actually ran out of it, and I was out of it for 3 days, and I got sick. I don't know. I don't think that that's why. I think I just got it from John because he picked it up somewhere. But I still want to come back and share that with you. I ordered some more. I'm getting back on it, but I don't think that's why I'm sick, honestly. But I'll never know for sure. I'll just never know. But I was feeling so strong and so good, and then bam, I got sick. So, it just goes to show you never know what's going to happen, right? And you have to just kind of be okay with it. Life is not always going to be roses, right? You got to have a few thorns, and these are pretty mild thorns compared to what some people are going through. So I want to offer up my prayers for all those who are truly dealing with true challenges, because this is mild, and I'll get back up on my feet and get going again. And I always end the day after I clean my kitchen with my sink, just getting the sink all shined up. And what I do is I take the water that was on the right side of the sink there, and it is just Dawn dish soap and vinegar. And I just wipe down the sink with that really good at the end of when I'm done with my kitchen. And this just works out really good. Then I go ahead and drain the sink and, just get that all wiped down. And this concoction really works well for me, and it does not have a strong scent, not really. I mean, the vinegar, you don't want to add too much, and I know everybody's kind of sensitive to different things, so this particular scent does not bother me at all. John is very sensitive to like pine sol and things like that, but pine sol is one of my favorite things, and I'll probably use that coming up. But after I do that, I just get like, I'm getting a paper towel today. Sometimes I just get a dry dish towel, but today I did grab a paper towel, and I'm just wiping this down, and that will make it really shiny and look nice. I don't do this part every single time, but if I have company or I really want it, I'm really wanting to get my kitchen looking great, I do this. And of course, when I'm filming, I do this. So, so yeah, just get a paper towel and just wipe it down. It makes it so shiny. I want to thank you so much for being here today. I hope that this helped you to get motivated. If you're not feeling well, just remember, just do what you can do. And if you have to let the dishes go a couple of days, they'll be waiting for you. But the important thing is to get rest, drink plenty of fluids, and just take really good care of yourself. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.